Hello everyone, thank you for joining and thank you for listening and thank you for watching. Today we are going to talk about the situation between Azerbaijan and Armenia. Azerbaijan and Armenia both are ex-Soviet states. It means they were in the Soviet Union. But when the Soviet Union collapsed, they all asked for independence, and then they got their independence. But they still have conflicts because there is a region called Nagorno-Karabakh. This region is for Azerbaijan, but the people who lived there were Armenians. It means they have been there for a long time. So these people wanted to be part of Armenia. They wanted this region to be recognized as Armenia, but the people in Azerbaijan said, no, we can't give you our land, even though you live on our land. So they had been fighting, and there's the fighting happened in 2023. The people were displaced. Like 100,000 people were displaced, and all of them went to Armenia. As you know, Armenia is a small country with a population of 2 million. If you add 100,000 refugees or displaced people, so it's a very hard issue for this country. So the population of the Azerbaijan is around 10 million as of 2025. So that's why it's a bit stronger than Armenia. So let's see how the conflict began, because as I told you, they were both in the Soviet Union. Let's see how the conflict between Armenia and Azerbaijan is a long-standing and complex dispute, primarily centered on the region of Nagorno-Karabakh. The roots of the conflict are deeply intertwined. The ethnic and territorial claims that stretch back over a century. Here's a breakdown of the key factors. Nagorno-Karabakh region. Territorial dispute. Nagorno-Karabakh is a region that until recently had a majority ethnic Armenian population but was internationally recognized as part of Azerbaijan. Both Armenians and Azerbaijan claim historical ties to this land. Soviet era. When the Soviet Union was formed, Nagorno-Karabakh was designed as an autonomous oblast region within the Azerbaijan Soviet Socialist Republic. This decision made by the Soviet authorities was a source of long-standing tension. Armenians in the region often complained that their cultural and national rights were suppressed by the Azerbaijani government. Collapse of the Soviet Union. As the Soviet Union began to weaken in the late 1980s, the Nagorno-Karabakh parliament voted to secede from Azerbaijan and unite with Armenia. This move was not recognized by Azerbaijan, and ethnic tensions escalated into open conflict. The First Nagorno-Karabakh War, 1988-1994. Escalation to war. The political dispute quickly turned into a full-scale war. Armenian forces, supported by Armenia, gained control of Nagorno-Karabakh and several surrounding districts. Humanitarian crisis. The war resulted in massive displacement, with hundreds of thousands of people from both sides becoming refugees. Azerbaijanis fled from Armenia and the territories captured by Armenian forces, while Armenians fled from Azerbaijan. Ceasefire and settlement. A ceasefire was signed in 1994, but a lasting peace deal was never reached. The region existed for decades as a de facto independent state, the Republic of Artsakh, which was not officially recognized by any country, including Armenia. The Second Nagorno-Karabakh War, 2020, recently clashes, renewed fighting. Tension remained high for years, with periodic skirmishes along the border. In September 2020, a full-scale war erupted with Azerbaijan, making significant territorial gains. Azerbaijan's advances. Azerbaijan, with a military advantage, reclaimed control over the surrounding districts and parts of Nagorno-Karabakh. Russian peacekeepers. A Russian ceasefire in 2020 brought an end to the major fighting, with the Russian peacekeepers deployed to the region. Final offensive. 2023. In September 2023, Azerbaijan launched a rapid military operation that resulted in the surrender of Nagorno-Karabakh authorities. The local ethnic Armenian population, fearing for their safety, fled the region, a massive, effectively ending the conflict over territory. It means almost 100,000 people fled the region. The situation, how the situation is like now. So what is happening right now, how it is, let's see what it is alike right now among those two countries. A major step towards peace. Initial peace agreement on October 8th, 2025, Armenian Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan and Azerbaijani President Ilham Aliyev initiated a peace agreement in the Washington, D.C., mediated by the U.S. President Donald Trump. Key provisions. The agreement reportedly addresses the normalization of relations, including the establishment of new transport links between the two countries. A key element is the creation of an American-controlled transport route across Armenia territory, linking mainland Azerbaijan to its Ashigvan exclave. This route is being called the Trump Route for International Peace and Prosperity, TRIP. Not a final treaty. It is important to note that this is an initiated agreement and a joint declaration, not a final legally binding treaty. Both sides need to take further steps to finalize and ratify the peace deal. So there are still many things to be done, but all are now talking. It means the conflict is nearing its end, but it is a very sensitive issue, and it needs focus in order to be solved. So thank you everyone, have a great time. I'll be talking about different conflicts and different achievements, different economic growth, everything that is concerns politics and everything around the world. Thank you everyone, have a great time.